Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be less informative and more just interesting. So for the longest time since I've gotten into spirituality, I feel like my dreams are always really vivid, meaningful, and I feel like I learn so much from my dreams equally as I do in my waking life. So I just want to talk about some cool dream experiences I've had, a little bit of astral projection, lucid dreaming, and kind of just shine a light on what you can experience when you're open to it. If you don't know what sleep paralysis is, if you've seen the movie Insidious, that is how I found out about it. It's basically what happens when the soul or the astral body leaves the physical body, its shell. It travels to what's known as the astral realm. Long story short, in the astral realm, things manifest instantly. Space and time are non-existent. You travel instantly. There's no delays at all. You can meet light beings. You can meet civilizations on other planets. You can speak to your loved ones who may have deceased. There's infinite possibilities in the astral realm. Some people argue that it's just dreaming. I beg to differ. I think it's definitely real. I just don't think I'm there yet to where I can do it and not see scary shit because of my subconscious fear. So you have to go through what's called sleep paralysis, which is basically when the body is asleep but the mind is awake. You can't move and you're in this really deep state of relaxation to the point where you hallucinate, kind of. You hear things that aren't there. You may see things that aren't there. I try to keep my eyes closed because I'm not going. This would always happen to me. My sister was at college, but I heard the door open in here and I heard her yell my name. So I woke myself up because I was like, that was definitely real. Like, that wasn't a part of my sleep paralysis. But it definitely wasn't real. She was still in college. But you can feel things that aren't there. And that's where it gets really scary. I wish you didn't have to go through sleep paralysis in order to lucid dream and project. It means becoming conscious in a dream, controlling your dreams. Just because that's the part that freaks me out the most. Thing that I've done is I've actually became conscious in my dreams, which to me, I don't like going through sleep paralysis and all that just to lucid dreams. It's easier for me to become conscious in my dreams. And my dreams are always very, very, very real. I think in my dreams. I think and I'm very analytical, just like I am in real life. I don't know what the dream was, it doesn't really matter, but all I know is that I was thinking about something and I was not so much going really deep into thought, but how can I say this? I was very conscious of my surroundings and what was going on. For some reason, I became aware of being aware, and then my dream became lucid because I realized I was dreaming, and what I did was I didn't even really have a thought. I just love flying. Like, in my dreams, I'm obsessed with flying. And I start flying just because that's the intention that I had. The only thing about being conscious in your dreams is I've realized the more that you realize in your waking life that you can do anything, the more in your dreams you're going to become conscious and realize you can do anything. I always have creepy dreams, but in this dream in particular, somebody was trying to come after me, right? And in my dream, I was just like, I can do anything, because usually in my dreams or even my waking life, I feel so helpless, you know? We all get that feeling, but for me especially, it's a struggle to realize that I really can do anything. So in my dream, I was like, wait, I can actually fight him back. Instantly start beating his ass, bro. Like, I was laying in on him. Another dream, I was trapped in this apartment with these two crazy killers. They would lure people in this apartment, and there was like hella fucking kids in bunk beds and shit, all stolen. Oh, also my little cousin was in there, and I was like whispering in his ear. I was like, I promise you, we're gonna get out of here. Like, I promise. I end up escaping first, and it was actually really easy. After I said in my mind I can escape, you don't know how it happens, but your dream just makes it happen really easy for you. And it's the same in waking life, honestly. And I escaped, and then I got back and I grabbed him, and we all escaped to the backyard. And in the backyard there was just like a huge garden, and I don't know what that symbolizes, but to me it was like freedom, you know, like you did it. Shane Dawson said this: if you want to become conscious in your dream, all you have to do is like read something, like notice something in your dream like this, read it, and you'll realize that it is actually not real words, and then you're gonna be like, I'm dreaming. So little old me I tried that, and I was in a grocery store. I was like, am I dreaming? I was like, I'm gonna try to read something. Of course I go to the fucking medicine aisle. You know the like cough syrup? It has all those scientific words and shit that you don't know how to say or spell. It was all that kind of medicine. So in my dream, I still was like, oh, I just don't know what that says. But I didn't realize I was dreaming because I'm just slow. But I think I've astral projected from within a dream. I don't know if this was real astral projection or if it was just a dream. But here's what happened. So in my dream, I separated from my body. I could feel myself separating. And then once I did that, I made the huge fucking mistake of looking down at my body. Now, if you're a scary bitch like me and you want to astral project, do not look down at your body. I instantly tweaked the fuck out because we never see ourselves unless it's in a mirror or on camera. And I literally saw myself laying in the bed sleeping. It just spooked me out. Not like, oh, I'm scared, but what the fuck? That's weird. I instantly was like, oh, if I really just astral projected, this is gonna be a bad trip because I'm scared already. So I walk across the hall. This little old lady, she's like drawing me a bath. And at first I wasn't scared, but then the more scared I got, I realized like, okay, this bitch is decrepit and she is weirding me out. I know she's about to turn into a monster or something. When you astral project, you just summon yourself, you will yourself back in your body, and it just happens. Well, in my dream, it didn't happen, which is why I don't know if I really projected or if it was really just a dream or an out-of-body experience or something. But I was like, I want to be back in my body, I want to be back in my body, and I wasn't going. And then I got even more scared, and then all of a sudden, I felt the presence of two girls. And they were like, you're not going back in your body because your energy isn't letting you. Just calm down and breathe. So I just instantly started breathing and I was back in my body and I woke up. I've also almost astral projected on another occasion. I went through the phases. You know, I was in a really relaxed state, and you go through this phase where everything starts vibrating intensely, like physically. Like my boyfriend was laying in the bed, he wasn't moving, so I knew that it was just me. So separating in itself is really hard, but in this instant I was vibrating, so I was ready to go. I started to separate. It started in my hand. And the best way to describe this is it literally felt like peeling a sticker off. That's how it feels, like your soul separating from your body. But as soon as I felt that, I was like, oh shit, I'm really about to do it. And then I got scared and I stopped. You guys, eventually I'll have more like interesting stories on when I actually do it. But for now, I got a lot to work on within myself before I can actually do it. And I really want to do it because I really want to like speak to my higher self and speak to my angels. But I just always get scared myself. So one dream that I had, I'm pretty sure this is my angel, one of my spirit guides. So I rescued this puppy, right? And I had him in a cage, and the puppy was just like scratching and like crying and really wanted to get out. As soon as I let the dog out, the dog transformed into this girl about my age, a really beautiful girl. She had long blonde hair, and the energy that she was emanating was so pure. I could feel this energy in my dream. She literally transformed from a dog, and it was like she was a newborn. She had never experienced the world. She had never seen or experienced the bad in the world, and she just looked at everything as if it was the first time she saw it, and maybe it was, but she just saw the beauty and everything to a whole nother level. And her name was Livy. I guess that's short for Olivia, but I'm pretty positive that this was one of my angels or spirit guides visiting me, because in my dream I was like, this girl is going to grow up and change the world. She was basically like, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. You rescued me. I woke up and I was like, I want to be like that. You know, that's how I should be. And right now talking about it, it kind of reminds me of my inner child. I don't know. I haven't seen her in a dream again, but I really want to. Another dream that I had that I feel like God visited me was, I'm just gonna read it because I wrote it down. This was on November 26th. Going out as a group with my job, we plan on leaving at a certain time, but end up leaving way after. I was annoyed. I told you my dreams are like real life. So it wasn't just my job, it kind of turned into a school trip or something. At first the trip was good and I was social, but the later it got, we still weren't going anywhere. And I started to feel really lonely. I withdrew a lot. I started to feel unwanted / invisible. I was surrounded by so many people who were connecting with each other, just not me. This is really symbolic of how I feel in real life sometimes. I get like that a lot. But I was surrounded by so many people who are connecting with each other, just not me. Skip forward, and now I have a baby. Literally wasn't pregnant. I just had a baby in my arms. It's my baby, and his name is Jaya. I know that dreams are really symbolic. So the first thing when I woke up, I was like, Jaya. It was a boy, and it reminded me of G-A-I-A. I'm not really sure how to say it, but Mother Earth. I looked up Jaya, J-I-A, and that word means soul, spirit, essence. So I'm still on this trip, but now I'm not lonely anymore. He is the only thing I need. He's just a baby, but instantly he's my best friend. And the dream I remember, I kept going in my head, I can't believe this. I can't believe this is actually my child. It was such a surreal feeling. Throughout the rest of the trip, I was very content and felt so much silence, stillness, and peace and love from this baby. I feel like God really visited me in my dream in the form of a baby, just because of the fact of the energy I felt and the name. Just a really loving energy and loving presence, and I feel like that was God just telling me, like, stop feeling like you don't have anyone, because you have me and you have you. Okay, so this is the last dream, one of the most profound dreams and life lessons that I've ever had. First, I was in this school and I was with my friends. It was like my old middle school, but it was high school. But anyway, I got my schedule and I was with my friends, but of course, me, in my dream and in real life, I'm just difficult. So I got my schedule and I saw I had AP US History or AP Chemistry or something. I was like, what the fuck? I did not sign up for this class. I took AP Chem once and I failed that shit. The teacher was standing there. I literally told her, I was like, I'm not taking this class. You're never gonna see me because I didn't ask to be in this class. And she just like stared at me, and then I walked away. Anyway, the school transforms into a hotel. Now, I don't know why, but I always have hotel dreams, like literally every single night, and predominantly they're like haunted hotels. Don't know why, but it turned into a hotel, of course, and I was with two other friends, and we go downstairs into the pool area. So there was a pool area, and then there was a hot tub, but the hot tub was like a room because it was the size of a normal hot tub, but there were like walls going up from the side, so it was like a really small hot tub room with like 1 or 2 doors. So we go inside there. Keep in mind, this is a haunted hotel. I think in my dream it was like a Halloween, like a joke haunted hotel. I don't know, but we're just chilling. Then all of a sudden we hear this voice, like over a loudspeaker. It was a man's voice, and he was like, basically, you're stuck in here, you're locked in here. So then we look at the door we came in. The shit is shut and locked now. We look at the back door. There's not even a back door there anymore. Cue the hysteria. So we start freaking out, and then my friend who had been there, she's like, oh my god, somebody told me about this. We're gonna be stuck in here for 7 days. Like, we're gonna be in here for a week. I start panicking. I was like, oh my god. Like, I started getting claustrophobia. And we had food, but it was like a bowl of pasta, like half eaten. There was 3 of us. And so I was like freaking out instantly. Everybody I was with was freaking out, and then something just came over me, and I was like, if I really am going to be in here, I need to accept it so I can be like productive. So I was like, okay, 7 days, it's not that long. At least it's not like 7 weeks or a month. I think I can do 7 days. Like, that's doable. This food, it's not a lot, but we can ration it. The instant that I had inner acceptance of the situation and like non-resistance, instantaneously the doors opened. My friends were so scared they just fucking ran out. And me, I wasn't scared anymore. After that happened, I was happy. Like, of course I was happy that we were out, but I was just more like, yes, I'm not in here for a week, because I had just accepted the situation as my reality. And so I ran out too. And then the voice, that same voice, it was like, you're welcome, literally, in like a smart ass voice. And then I was like, thank you, and then I just ran, and then that was the end of my dream. My dreams are really meaningful. Like, I do agree sometimes when you have really weird dreams, it's just like your subconscious being a weirdo, but I also think that if you feel like it has a meaning, it definitely does. I think you should always pay attention to how you feel in a dream, like what you're surrounded with, how something makes you feel. Try your hardest to remember your dreams. Like, right when you wake up, don't look at your phone, just try to remember the details. And I promise you're gonna learn a lot from them. You're gonna learn a lot about yourself and what you need to work on, and what's like lurking in your subconscious that you need to shine like the light of consciousness on. This video is still long, even though I try not to make it long, but hope you enjoyed it.